I disappeared for 2 years. Here's why. Well, I mean, the why is a lot of things. I wouldn't even know where to begin. And just coming off of my dome, I think the best place to start is that I've just returned home from South Africa. It was like the first time since 2018 that I've gotten to spend Christmas with my family. I got to see my whole family, which is incredible. I mean, a shock given how much everybody is aged. But we're a family of 6 kids. Um, Complicated as far as parents and stuff, and half siblings. Not complicated, but long stories. But I got to spend time with Ren. I got to spend time with the Trugox. I got to spend time with my parents and my other siblings. My nieces and nephews are now grown up, which is a massive shock to me. Almost reestablishing that I too am not grown up. Even though it doesn't feel like it. I'm turning 30 this year, which I can't believe. This Los Angeles adventure started in 2020, which means if this isn't my 6th year living in LA, or it should be my 6th year, not a math guy. But it's been a wonderful, wild, scary, terrifying adventure so far, filled with a list of ups and downs that I can't even begin to sum up in this video. But there's so much stuff to talk about and so many lessons that I've learned along the way. I think going home this past year was so reviving and refreshing for me, and has brought me so many brand new perspectives on my purpose, what I'm on this planet to do, what I'm in Los Angeles to do, my passion being music. If some of you guys are returning and you're like, who the hell is this guy? I did a lot of the hermitcraft music a few years ago, and have since kind of taken a side quest over the past 2 years, pursuing exciting new things that have presented themselves along the way. To begin, I got into hip-hop. I know, quite a plot twist, coming from a world of Minecraft, film scoring, trailers. Suddenly I was in a new world, playing hip-hop, surrounded by 808s, surrounded by some interesting characters. And that led me down a new path creatively as a writer and a musician. And to some of you guys that used to follow my streams, you would know that I was working on a top secret project, which is still in the works. In fact, it has expanded into a universe. Unfortunately, I can't talk about that much. I can't talk about that too much here, because I sort of want it to flow out organically. But I'm hopeful that as the year progresses, that you guys will, maybe some of you will pick up on it and be like, huh, there's something fishy going on here. Because we all know I love the fishy, bizarre stuff. But to my family, I think the past 2 years, I've been feeling incredibly lost as far as my purpose, my future, what to do, when to do it, what opportunities to take, what opportunities not to take. And to be totally frank with you, I got back to LA and realized that I've sort of been in survival mode for a long time. My nervous system was feeling all kinds of rocky. I was, and I think ultimately just taking my energy towards the wrong things. I read an amazing book about spirituality and energy on my long flight home, and it really opened my eyes as far as my purpose and how I decide to use my energy. This is quite a double-edged sword when you do creative stuff, because you have to put so much energy towards developing a skill and getting the skill to a place where it's at a professional level, which a place like Los Angeles definitely brings out of you, because you're competing with a whole bunch of people just as crazy as you, who are so incredibly talented and who have sacrificed so much Personally, I think looking back at it all and being totally honest, I wasn't using my energy correctly. I was, but I'm now at a pivotal point in my life where I have developed some incredible skills, not as far as only creating music, but also networking, creating relationships, um, getting myself out there, because who's going to know about anything unless we actually let people know that we're here, we're hardworking, we're talented, and we can help people turn their wildest dreams into a reality. And that really struck me coming back to Los Angeles this time. Because, to be totally frank with you guys, I'm giving myself a year in Los Angeles, hence our scary 1 year to survive series. I'm coming up on the end of my artist visa this year, which I'll need to renew. But it's also an opportunity to set an adult deadline for myself to finally put all of these tools and learnings and things that I've gained to use and to actually apply them and to actually give this my best shot. And so has begun this series in which I truly hope to just come on here once a day and speak to you guys about how I'm feeling, my plans for the day, what I'm trying to achieve and get done. I can only think that some of you guys are in a similar position to me, looking to reach whatever that next level is in your life. I truly hope that together we can reach it. I mean, even if it impacts one person, you guys are going to impact me by being present through this journey. And I appreciate you being here, truly. The clarity and positivity and energy that I want to enforce moving forward is, at the end of these videos, taking the time to just write down 3 things, 3 affirmations. Like if you have a pen, a piece of paper, if you have a comment section, you want to type some stuff, I'm going to write some stuff down. I'll stick it in the comments too. But this will be our first affirmations. Before we do this, I had a great meeting with a mentor of mine yesterday, as I embark on this new chapter. And I asked for some feedback and what they would do in my position. And they asked me, do you write stuff down? And I said, no, I don't. And they said, well, every day I wake up and I write stuff down and I visualize it and I see it. So if it's your first day, it's my first day, let's write some stuff down. My first thought is, I am worthy. I'm worthy of being loved. I'm worthy of great things. I'm worthy of friends. I'm worthy of success. I am worthy of failure. I'm worthy of all of the above, and I am receptive to those things. My second affirmation today is, dreams are reachable. I like reachable because it's reachable doesn't mean we can reach them. Sometimes we need to maneuver. Sometimes we need to be smart. Sometimes we need to use our brains to make our way through the maze that, may be required to reach the place. And maybe this is to remembering that there's always a way to an answer. Sometimes we need to think out of the box to get there, but there is a way. And finally, I showed up today. And I will continue to show up today. This is the beginning of such an exciting chapter, and even at this stage, having got through this video that seemed very scary to make for me this morning, I've done it. And if you've reached it this far, to this point of the video, please do the same in the comment section. I'll be back tomorrow, but have a great day. Remember, you are a boss, and thank you for being here today. I'll see you next time.